As the calendars changed over to the month of September, the Pembroke Public Library turned their events calendar over as well, and they did it in style. Thanks to support from the Friends of the Pembroke Public Library, they hosted an evening with jazz and blues guitarist Paul Speidel.
The sweet sounds of blues and jazz guitar might not be what you typically expect to hear within the confines of a public library. But with the fall season rolling in, the Friends of the Pembroke Public Library want to start things off on the right foot by bringing in nationally recognized jazz and blues guitarist Paul Speidel to host a not-so-typical information session involving the history of jazz with blues roots.
I'll be playing solo jazz guitar, and I'll be interspersing some history and some a little bit of the background of some of the pieces, some of the performers who made the songs, what they were. Depending on the audience, we'll talk a little bit about some musical theory aspects, maybe kind of see if there's some musicians in the audience, maybe go to the 200 level. But it'll be a lot of fun. We'll be playing some live music, and I think everyone will have a great time.
For all intents and purposes, this was a free concert in an intimate setting with a gifted performer. But as we mentioned, it was also an information session. So for those who may not know how and why blues and jazz converge on the musical path, Speidel was there to explain before and after each piece that he played.
It'll be blues music, basically. But what a lot of people don't realize is jazz is blues. The music got more developed as time went along. People started playing more chords. But if you really get down to the roots of it, it's all blues, just like rock and roll has a blues basis. So we're going to kind of unpack that a little bit and kind of liven it up here, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Speidel may be more accustomed to playing to larger rooms when he's out touring clubs in and around Boston, but he's also an instructor, so teaching a class or demonstrating for a group while giving in-depth explanations is second nature for him. And judging by the lack of control that folks had over their feet, it's safe to say that he was playing to a captive audience.
This is the first time I've played in Pembroke proper, but there's a lot of great music lovers in the South Shore. I played Weymouth, Quincy, a lot of other places down this part of the area, along down to the Marshfield Fair. We played that last year actually with my band. A lot of great musicians and great music lovers in this area, so I think we'll have a very well-informed audience and a lot of people who really want to hear some good music.
I was lucky enough to hear Mr. Speidel warming up before his performance tonight, and there was something about the jazz music he was playing that just sounded, I don't know, intellectual, so I thought the library was just the right setting for it. Of course, it picked up as the night went along, but if this is a sign of things to come for the fall here at Pembroke Public Library, we are in for a very enjoyable season. Reporting from Pembroke, I'm Brian Sullivan for PCN.